Okay. Are you there? Is everybody there? How many viewers do we have here? Are we live on the air for this show? Is Andrew, are you there? Who is here? Who is here? I'm going to delete this thing here. This is not the right stream. I'm going to delete this thing. How do I delete it? It's like almost impossible to delete. This thing, oh my God, it's another day. It's another day. It's another day. When I'm rich, I'm going to have producers that I can scream at instead of screaming at myself. Studio, YouTube studio. Don't go anywhere, anybody. Okay. How do I delete this thing? I don't know how to delete this thing. Is it content? Live. Late night Friday. This thing here. Okay. It's not deleted. Okay. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you please answer me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Anybody, can you hear me? Can you see me? I'm trying to, I don't know what happened here. This thing should be here. This is the one that should be here. Okay. Yes and yes. Okay. Stay here for a second. Okay. And then we go to here, Friday night, the 19th. Let's go to here. Let's go to here. Okay, so we're here. We're here. We got 16 people watching. Okay, that was a minor. I mean, I felt a bit stressed there. Did you sense I was stressed? I felt a bit stressed, but I'm not feeling as stressed as I am now. Let me just make sure. I don't know. On the screen here, it doesn't say what exactly this one is, but we have 21. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for coming back. Okay? It won't sort itself out. I will sort it out, Joodles. So say Lewis will sort it out. Thank you very much. Ian Higgs is here. Keith is here. John Van Dam is here. Mark Therosian here. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you very, very much for coming. Let's see who else. FM Ghost, Andrew Rubin. We've got 21 viewers. And we've got 21 viewers. Welcome to live chat. Let me set it for live chat and not top chat. Just to make sure. Local in Northampton is here as well. Thank you very much for coming in there. Lucy Van Pels is here. And she actually spoke and said yes and yes. Thank you very much, Lucy Van Pels. Okay, Lucy, thank you. And Shanks is here. Shanks is in the building. 2 streams. 2 streams in one day. 2 streams at the same time. I don't know. That was unacceptable. I thought I had deleted the other one, but it didn't work out that way. But thank you. No, who alerted me to this problem? I appreciate that very much. Anyway, Local in Northampton is here, and I'm going to try to do the thing tomorrow. Try to do Lewis Schaffer cooks a meal. I'm going to try to do it tomorrow. I mean, I wake up in the morning and it takes me a long time to actually, I'm used to waking up at about 12 o'clock. I'm used to that. I'm used to waking up at 12. Let me see with the light, if we can fix the light. We could fix the light. I'm used to waking up at 12. So if I wake up, let's say I wake up at 11, I don't get going until like 1 o'clock. And so it's 12 o'clock and I haven't even organized the camera. After this is over, I should organize the camera. Hi, Julian. I should organize the camera to see if it can work. If I can't organize the camera, I'm going to use the computer. Maybe this show, we could have some, like what I did before, where I showed the computer screen. If I show the computer screen, everybody, before we start talking, which we're not talking now, thumbs up to the thing. And I know these are all old friends, but we don't know who is watching. If you're watching and you've never spoken, but you could do the stream a favor, and me personally, it's only about me. Look at my hair. I'm not lovable. How could anybody love me when I got such horrible hair? I need Claire here to tell me how beautiful I look. But press the alarm bell so we can hit a million viewers. And that's very close. 1 million viewers is close. Why am I always scratching my head? It's not even that itchy. I am in a bad mood today at this moment because I went out. I took a walk. I walked about 13,000 steps today. I don't know if that's enough. And I had an ice cream. And then I walked a little bit and I had another ice cream. And then I walked a little bit and I had a third. I had 3. I don't even want to say it. I had 3 ice creams. And then I stopped by the co-op on Forest Hill Road and I had a huge whopping white bread roll. And I ate the entire thing. Thank you very much, Mark the Rosian. Okay, there you go. Thank you very much. And Mark the Rosian said, Lewis, you will always be handsome any hour of any day, XX. If you loved me, there would be 3. I had 3 ice creams today. I'm a lying hypocrite scum. That's the way I feel about myself. Mike Ryan is here. Shabbat Shalom. It's Friday. I should pay more attention to my religion because it's the best religion in the world. And you know how I know being Jewish is the best religion in the world? Because people think we control the entire world. Everything has to do with us. That we shouldn't be in good company because we're so bad. That's how you know. If they ignore us, then we go away. People go away. But they want us here. That's how great we are. That's how great. Anyway, how come you're not in the kitchen? Producer not in tonight. No, he actually went out with one of his friends. Thank you. That's what I love about Lucy here. Lucy is watching the world, and I appreciate that very much. The producer is not here. He's been very grumpy. I'd be grumpy too. Let's get the producer a job. He's one of these competent people. He's not like one of your local students. He knows what's going on in the world. He's literate. I hope. I don't know. I've never read anything he's written. And I don't want to. Anyway, I had 3 ice cream. And then, okay, I left out something too. I'm not lying, but I left out that I had a persimmons. Who loves persimmons? You know what a persimmons is? It's a Sharon fruit. It can be called that. Please like and share again and tell Lewis not to press any buttons. I shouldn't press any buttons. How is the sound? Is it loud enough, do you think? I mean, I was speaking to Kermit. There's Kermit over there. I had 3 ice creams. Yeah, 3 ice creams. And here I'm telling you, don't eat ice cream. Here I'm telling you, don't have a huge... It was this large, the piece of bread. But I went and I put it in I've got my phone, and I put it in my phone, and it's only, according to this, it was 2,250 calories, which you can do the math. Maybe we can do the math right now. I'm going to see if I can say how many calories should I eat in a day? Okay, let's see if there's let's look at the calculator. Okay? And maybe you could look at this too. This could be good for you. Okay? Hold on a second. I'm going to switch this so you can see the screen. At least I'm going to try to make it so you window capture. Here we go. So you can see the screen. Let's see. If any nude pictures come up, please turn your head. Turn your head away. People have sent me nude pictures late in life. Kermit says 2,500. You can only have one guess. Which is your guess? Why don't you guess how many calories? I don't even know how many calories it'll say. And this is your basal metabolic rate. This is with zero exercise. Okay? Zero exercise. Zero exercise. So if you see any nude pictures of me, let's see what's going on. Window capture. Window capture. Window capture. I think this is it. I think it's it. Does it say what that is? I can't tell. I can't read it on this small screen. Yes. Okay. And let's see what this thing is. Calories needed for day. Let's go here. Okay. Can you guys see what this is? Calculator.net. Why don't you do me a favor? Why don't you do yourself a favor and see how many calories you need? I'm going to put, how old am I? I am 68 years old. I'm a male. I'm 5 foot 10 inches tall. What is my weight? My weight is, I don't know what my weight is. What is my weight? I'm going to have to figure that out. My weight is 77.7 kilos to pounds. Okay? Is 171 pounds. Are you paying attention to this? I can't hear you. I'd love to hear you. I'd love to hear you. So that's 172. Whoops, 172. Okay? How much exercise do I do? Let's say I'm just doing, this is if I was sitting here in a coma. I am the English patient. Okay? So I'm going to just say that. But so how many, I'm going to calculate. Are you ready, everybody? Are you ready? Are you paying attention? Screen capture is wank. Maybe just, I am reading it out. I'm reading it. Can you not see it? Maybe if I make this a bit smaller. Maybe I'll move this over here so you can see it. Because I think it's important that you see it. That's there. I don't want that to be there. I want this to shrink a little bit. Okay, can you see what I'm doing here? Calories are for pussy, says Julian. You know what? You're right and you're wrong. You're right and you're wrong. Maybe you're wrong, and maybe you're right. Maybe you're wrong, and maybe you're right. Chat box. Okay, here we go. Are you ready? Calculate. Can you see that? It says I need 1,556 calories a day. Now let's just say I'm not, maybe basal metabolic rate is wrong. Moderate exercise 4 to 5 times a week. That's what I do. I mean, I'll go for a walk, 10,000 steps. And the amount that I need to maintain my weight, 2,280 calories. Okay? But now the question is, how much have I eaten today already? I don't know whether you find this interesting. Do you find this interesting? I don't think it's not that interesting. Why you're not losing weight? This is an interesting thing. Take this test. Can you see what's on the screen? Maybe you can't see what's on the screen. But in order to maintain my weight, I need 2,280 calories. Okay? So that's good. But I walked 1,700 steps. 1,300 steps. Okay, can you see that? Can you see how many steps I walked? I don't think you can see that. Can you see that? 1,370 steps. 1,370 steps. Can you see that? So we've moved on. My tech ability is unbelievable. Did you see how amazing that was? We need girls. We want girls. No girls. What happened? There was a moment there I had more girls than guys. Maybe the late night show, they're asleep. Girls need their beauty rest. We had Lucy. Lucy was here, and Joodles was here. And those are real girls. Well, those are real girls. Okay. So Mark Therosian said I had 3 ice cream, 6 Pims, 6 tiramisus, Oreos, and now a white roll. Yes, yes, yes. So I hope tomorrow I might be gaining some weight. And I had a Karen fruit, which was you know how big those things are. They're like as big as this. They almost look like the subscribe alarm thing. FM Ghost, no joking like that. You don't joke like that about women. They take stuff like that very seriously. We need girls. We want girls. You've got the desire for girls, and I like girls too. Is anybody going to give FM Ghost a kiss? Okay, it's a Sharon fruit, not a Karen fruit. Did I say it's a Karen fruit? So I hope tomorrow. I mean, the problem is when you have that much carbs, and I'm feeling like I've had carbs. I'm going to tell you how much carbs I've had. 172 grams of carbs. That's a lot of carbs. That's a lot of carbs. So this is what I've had today. Can you see that? 107. There's the 172 grams of carbs, which is way too much. I had 108 grams of protein and 134 grams of fat, which was good. Maybe a bit more. I had bacon for dinner. So that's what I did. Well, if you saw the Discord, Lewis, I ain't lying. Yeah, I saw it. I think I did see it. Maybe I didn't see it. You know what? You got to go out. You can't spend all day listening to Lewis Schaffer show. I think that's not going to help you. I'm amazed those Oreo ice cream sandwiches are only 135 calories. But 3 of them, no, it's not 135. Where does it say 135? It says 385 for 2. 385. That's what I have. Can you see that? Can you see that? 385. Sharon is in Israel. Yeah, she's always on holiday, even though it's a war there. She's always on holiday. Sharon. Ariel Sharon, they hated him too. They hated Netanyahu. This time slot is horrible because you need to work on your carbs. But it is. We used to call it a persimmons, and now they call it a Sharon fruit, and it's delicious. So Judel said women have better orgasms when they don't cut their pubic hair. So you are lucky since. Who is this? Who is this? Who is this? Me? Yeah, I could do. I don't know whether this has to do with me or not, but it's embarrassing. Let's try not to be embarrassed. Let's try not to. Tell me more about your choice in bacon. Thick, smoky, streaky. Good question. I mean, I basically like streaky bacon, but they didn't have any, so I got the other kind of bacon, and it's not that thick. It's not that thick, but that doesn't need to be thick, and it's not smoky. I don't trust the smoke. I couldn't have the smoky thing. It's a treat. Bacon is a treat. It's like bread. You can buy thinly sliced bacon, but use more than one slice at once, so it doesn't make a difference. The cut. Your quick case could be made, but you can say the thinner it is, the more it's cooked, the more junk it gets on. I'm gonna have some water. The more junk it gets on the machine, whatever, on the bacon. Is there a difference? I don't know anything about this. I never had my first sausage when I was 18 years old. That's quite old. No, I don't like the maple. I mean, I might eat the maple kind, but I don't think you need the maple kind. Lewis, your phone is cracked so much. Yeah, it is cracked like my head. I've got to buy a new phone, but I don't want to buy a new phone. I think a large percentage of the population, their phone is cracked, maybe over 10%. I saw that. I don't remember what it was, but it was like a lot of people have cracked phones. If you keep 3 thinly slices of bacon stacked and cook them as one, hey presto. I don't think so, no. I mean, do you even need to cook bacon? Because it is cured. It's not going to be rotten. First sausage at 18. There are girls in my town that have had their first kid at that age. Okay, good joke. Steve McCuff, Mr. Cuff, good joke. Good joke. I mean, it sounded a bit funny, but I never had sausage. We didn't have McDonald's when I was growing up where we lived. It wasn't as popular. Al Murray said that bacon proves God exists. It's a bit of an odd food. Very few foods can be cured like bacon. And I don't know why that is. Does anybody know why bacon can be cured? Like chicken can't be cured. I mean, beef, maybe. I think there's a certain kind of Spanish beef that's cured, but I'm not even sure about that. Am I a sausage jockey, Julian? I am not, as far as I know. I am 17.5% gay, according to a test. But it's, it was an off day. Could have been an off day. I could be more, or I could be less. What are you? What are you, Julian? Are you a sausage? Is that what that means? I think that's what it means. Ian Higgs! A blind bloke walks into a shop with a guide dog, and he picks up the dog and starts swinging it around his head. He's swinging the dog around his head. The shop assistant says, "Can I help you?" He says, "No, thanks." The blind bloke said, "Just looking." Because the dog is doing the seeing. That's a good joke. I mean, I'm not laughing, but I think I've heard it before, but it's a good joke. This percentage is going up every day. Yeah. I don't know. No, I don't know. I think it's going down. I think because I'm realizing nothing against you guys. I'll still give you a naked hug if you really want it that bad. But the point is, I'm not as gay as I used to be. I was never gay. But you know what I mean? Maybe because I'm getting better looking as I get older. Maybe because I have you beautiful women like Lucy and Joodles and Joe and Lorna, whatever, saying how beautiful, and Claire, saying how beautiful I am. Maybe that's what it is. Lewis, I sit at home all day watching YouTube and your streams. I take 5,000 steps a week. Are you fat? Don't be fat, FM Ghost. Don't be fat. Be thin. Go out. Go out. So Tommy Cooper, what was Tommy Cooper? I like Tommy Cooper a lot. When I first came to this country, I didn't find him funny, and then I learned about the English audiences. He was a genius. 33% pork these days, Julian. Who is? I did the test, Lewis. We'll post it now in Discord. This is one of the reasons you can go to Discord. You can post stuff. We can see everything. There's 71 people, over twice as many people in Discord. So let's go to Discord. Tommy Cooper was, yep, no one's done what he's done since. Yeah. I mean, he was brilliant. He was brilliant. I mean, in a way, he's sort of similar to me. I mean, not that I'm that way, but, but you also need to be prepared to watch him. Otherwise, you think, oh my God, this guy's failing. He went to Vegas, and they said he didn't do that well there. But I've gone to lots of places, and I didn't do that well. Julian, just like that. Just like that. That's what magicians say. Just like that. That's the name of that movie. That movie. But so the producer isn't here, and I thought, and I didn't really prepare for what we should be discussing. I thought we may be discussing the Club of Rome. Who is the person who mentioned the Club of Rome? Because I'd like to know more about that. The history of climate alarmism. Ron Smith is being rooted in the Club of Rome. I'd say I just mentioned it. Maurice Strong and the Rockefeller dynasty. Who is Maurice Strong? I never heard of that guy. Mark the Rosian says to Ian Higgs, a man woke up from a coma and shouts, "Doctor, doctor, I can't feel my legs." And the doctor says, "I know, I cut your arms off." That's horrible. Very funny, but horrible. It's cruel. It's horrible. I don't even want to think about it. Anyway, White Rabbit, Yellow Rabbit. What is that in reference to? Discuss sex, gets pervy, It's 11 p.m. Well, how does that help you discussing it? I think we should ignore it. I used to like Tommy Cooper, says Alan Williams, but I was just going through a phase. That's actually funny. That's actually funny. Tech issues won't let me share for some reason. I don't know if we're allowed to write anything in this. I mean, whether you're allowed to write on the stream, I don't know. But that was a funny joke, says Mark the Rosian. I know. I cut your arms off, he says to the doctor. That's a play on words. English people love play on words. Do you not love play on words? You really love. They love play on words. Well, what about the Club of Rome? Anyway, man goes to see the doctor. This is McCuff says, and says, I keep having dreams where I push away beautiful naked women. The doctor says, what can I do? And he says, chop my arms off. That's even worse, Mr. Cuff, Steve. That's even worse. It's even worse. And then earlier in the day, I saw a photograph. I'm not even going to say what it was. It was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. So I don't like to see that. I was cleaning out the loft. He's got a loft, Mark DeRosian, the other day with the wife. Filthy, dirty, covered in cobwebs, but she's good with the kids. Okay. All right. I laughed at that, even though I knew what the ending was, Mark DeRosian. And people seem to like that. Ruben likes that. Ian Haig likes that. McCuff likes that. I mean, you should be more, what? I mean, you should be more 18 plus in the Late Show and talk more open about sex and porn. How does that help you? How does it help you to talk about that, FM Ghost? You're not, there's no girl here. There's no sex where you are, so it's just like a tease. What do you guys think? Should we talk more about sex? I'm more sex oriented. I've been the last few months I've been more and more thinking about it. But anyway, so Gnome Hunter, who's also the same age as you, why are you so obsessed with those things? Laugh out loud. FM Ghost, answer that question. One time in the middle of the night, two dead men got up to fight back to back. They faced each other. They drew their swords and shot each other. One fine day in the middle of the night, two dead men, they were dead, got up to fight. Back to back, they faced each other. They drew their swords and shot each other. I'm not sure I understand it. FM is only 12 years old by the sounds of it. Yes, you know what? You said that. You're saying that right now, and I'm thinking maybe he is. Maybe he is 12 years old. I mean, it's not that it's not entertaining. It is entertaining. It is entertaining, but because it is funny. This is what FM Go says, and needed. Because I'm frustrated in that category. Well, you're frustrated because you're home all day and you need to get out. You need to go out and walk and maybe meet somebody and smile at them. Smile at them. Mark DeRosian says, it's due to all the women on this stream that you're feeling it more, Lewis. I know because I am. Yeah, but we don't even know what these girls look like. But that's nice. If you're here because of the girls, that's really good. Alan Williams says, Lewis, I keep thinking of a pair of curtains. And I keep thinking I'm a pair of curtains. I have my own problems. Lewis, I keep thinking I'm a pair of curtains. It's like similar to the joke is the guy visits the doctor, the psychiatrist, and says, psychiatrist, I'm like in a really bad state. I have nightmares. Some of my nightmares, I think I'm a TP, and other nightmares, I think I'm a wigwam or a TP. And the doctor says, I'm sorry, you're too tense. That's an old joke. Pull yourself together, Alan. Pull yourself together. Julian says, pull yourself together, Alan. I have my own problems. I'm a pair of curtains. I keep thinking I'm a pair. Am I missing the joke there somewhere? Can somebody explain the I'm a pair of curtains joke? Basically. I think we need more girls here because it's like, I miss Leanne and Lorna being filthy and corny and on Discord. They randomly disappear, but I hope they didn't die. I don't think they died. I don't think they died. I took a tape measure to bed last night to see how long I slept. That's another joke. I don't understand the jokes that well. Lewis, love it. What do you love? What do you love? Lewis destroying my jokes. I'm sorry. This is the problem. You're only as good as the person, the performer who's performing it. Mark says, Leanne's not dead. Leanne's not dead. I'll message Leanne. I mean, we've lost people from the beginning of time. Some people have stayed. This is 129th day. This is 17th of October. It's a Friday. And this is the second show of the day. So, but Mark says she's not dead. She's not dead. So let's just, she's not dead. She is not dead. They will come back. Girls will come back. This is the thing about women. They're always like complaining. Do Americans have gallows humor? Yes. I don't think as much as the English people do. Gallows humor. Gallows humor is when the guy is like, I don't know how you say it, deathbed humor. The guy's dead. The guy's dead. I mean, I have to see if I can remember any joke, let alone a specific joke. I don't know if I can remember any joke. Any joke. But hey, everybody, remember, let's like the stream. Let's like the stream. Let's like it, and let's see what we're doing. See if we're over 30. Are we over 30 people watching? No, just 29, and 18 people liking it. That's quite good. That's quite good. Well, do you have a good gallows humor joke? See if you do. If you have a gallows humor's joke. That's what's it's amazing. It's like I was watching Asmongold, as usual, and he was talking about how some of his streams, he could tell, whether people like it or not, because some of his streams have there's nobody watching his stream. Like no one. He said like 100,000. Oh my God, 100,000. But police, nurses, and firemen, etc., are all supposed to have it as a coping mechanism. Yeah, I believe in gallows humor. That's actually the funniest thing. And who gets upset at gallows humor? People who are nowhere even near the thing. Lewis, do you think men or women have better feeling orgasms? How do you know? How could you tell? How could you even measure that? To me, it always feels exactly the same. And then you got to run. You got to get the hell out of there. Electricity is a wonderful thing, says Ian Higgs. Do you realize that if we didn't have electricity, we'd be watching television by candlelight? That's all right. That's all right. It's an okay joke. So are we not going to discuss the Club of Rome? Because Judels was very heavily saying it was women. If it makes you happy to believe that women can have amazing orgasms, but how does it affect your life? Let's say it's not that important. Is it important? Agreed. And vacuuming in the dark. That's what women. Yeah, you'd be vacuuming in the dark. Okay, that wasn't a relationship to orgasms. Ian, electricity. Ruben is laughing at that. Ruben is laughing at that. So Club of Rome we're not talking about. I just saw that Lawrence Fox, that the court upheld his right to get £90,000 for being called a racist. I mean, I myself don't even believe in what racism is. Art Miller, not gay in the UK. That's right. That's exactly right. In Y2K. Do you remember Y2K? It's my friend Arthur Miller. I am sure vacuuming would give a woman an orgasm. Possibly right. That's what they used to say about women working in factories, rubbing their legs together, that kind of thing. Not gay. I used to say that. Lewis Schaffer, not gay in the UK, possibly meaning I was gay in America. How are you doing? What's the weather down there? What time is it there? It is 11:05:10. 11:05:30. If I had a sore leg as a child, my dad would always say, "Don't worry, you've got another one." Now I don't. You only have one leg. That's funny. My father used to say, "That's funny. You have another one. Don't worry." My father, one of his favorite jokes is, they say cigarettes are dangerous, but if you smoke cigarettes for 100 years, you're going to live long. That was one of my father's type of jokes. And it says I'm 17. I've gone up a small percentage amount. I've had one cup of tea today. 2 cups of tea. I didn't have any coffee. That's a miracle. That's a miracle. Okay, whoa. We're getting involved here. Remember, this is your own doing, everybody, if you want to discuss this. But Mark, she was talking to Mark. Thank you very much, Lucy, for saying Mark. I'm sure a man vacuuming would give a woman an orgasm. And so, Lucy, depends on the attachment, Mark. Very funny, very dirty. Very funny, very dirty. How did I make up for it, Kermit, with Oreos? I don't think there's any caffeine in an Oreo. And I had 2 Oreos, 1 persimmons and 1 bread roll, and 1, I didn't mention when I said I had an ice cream. I had a cornetto, a strawberry cornetto. I'm not sure that that's the best kind of ice cream. Anyway, FM Ghost says, Lucy, is it true that women have better, longer orgasms? I don't know. Okay. Your show, Lewis, works well as radio. Been listening in the kitchen. Yes, I think it does, because we're not doing anything here. We're just talking. It's a good radio program. It is. Denise Briscoe is here. You were one of the earliest people to be here. Welcome back. Thank you very much for coming. Denise Briscoe says hello. And thank you, local in Northampton, who we also know as MC Scott, as MC Medical Cannabis. So thank you very much. This talk with the vacuum was for FM Ghost's benefit, because he wanted to talk about sexy things, porny things. I mean, it doesn't do anything to me at this moment, but he's 20 years old. I remember looking at a mains outlet, the one with the plug. What is it called? I used to be able to get whatever it is with the mains outlet when you're young, and when you're old, it doesn't quite matter. It doesn't matter. Medical Cannabis is local in Northampton. I wouldn't know, Ghost. I've never been a man. I think women tend to last longer. Well, what does that mean, last longer? Longer before you... I don't like to discuss this. It embarrasses me. Somebody else asked the questions that I asked the question that I was going to ask. So I don't have to ask that question. What does longer mean? Women don't have better, in my experience. How do you know? You don't even know. MC Scott, medical cannabis. That's me, Julian. MC Scott, medical cannabis. Yeah. Yeah. You wouldn't have caught me in on a Friday night 20 years ago. That's true. I'd probably be finding out firsthand about, yeah, but you got to go out to get the girl home. A clever answer from Lucy. I've never been a man. I think women tend to last longer. Is that a clever answer? I mean, it's an interesting. I mean, what does it matter really? I mean, when a man the difference is not what happens beforehand. It's what happens afterwards. Like with men, you just want to run or kill something bad can happen. To be more accurate, the gush. Should we be discussing this? I don't know. What do you think, Kermit? Do you think YouTube is going to get mad at us for this? Why am I being such a puss? Such a puss. I'm such a puss. Women often have multiple organs. Men not so. Organs or orgasms. Men not so much. Yeah, women can just go over and over again. Men don't have multiple orgasms. With me, it's like, I'm done. And my whole mood changes. How do I get out of here? How do I stop this girl from talking? How do I run? How do I find the next girl? Whatever it is. I was surprised when Judel says it feels better when you... Can we not... Did Judels really say this? Did you really say this, Judels? You see what FM Ghost is saying? Judels. I'm asking you a question, Judels. Judels pipes up now. I mean, I don't know. But whatever. People can say what they want to say. I'm just concerned with the horribleness, the absolute horribleness of YouTube. Of YouTube. Everybody, let's go press the like thing. Let's press the... Why do I have to always mention this, Mark? It's like the Olympics. Nobody cares who came second. And nobody, you know what it is? People only care about their own. Whether, how does that help women being told, oh, I know you're not making the same money as us, but you've got a lower... Women are not going to care. It is simply not feasible for sovereignty to be exercised unilaterally by individual nation states, however powerful. The global community must be assured of environmental security. Maurice Strong. Yeah, I don't agree with that at all. I believe in the individual state, basically. Well, what do you do when the individual state's turning on your people? You got to get the other states to kick in. Lucy comes in and says, thank God Judels is back and not the only female in here anymore. Okay. Denise is a female too. Are you not a female, Denise? A beautiful, beautiful girl. Big Larry David fan here. I am too. You know what I like about Larry David? He's like a guy who's made something out of nothing. And that's what maybe as we're growing here, as we're reaching 1 million subscribers, it'll say, well, what is the Lewis Schaffer show? What is this stream about? You don't know. You don't know what it is. Matters, this is what Gnome Hunter says, matters discussed in Discord should stay there, I think. Thank God Judels is back. Okay, Denise. Let me get my place. Oh, go on, kick Lewis. It's more relaxed. Go on, kick Lewis. Go on, comma, kick. Go, whatever. It's more relaxed and easier to earn. I don't understand. Second like of your show is an esteemed accolade for any of your shows. Okay, second like of your show is an esteemed accolade for any of your shows. Okay, I don't even know what that means, but keep on going. As you can tell from this stream, I don't know what the hell anybody is saying here. I don't know. My only issue is when you go... Can we not be? Oh my God, we're too dirty. Are we too dirty? Is it just me? Would somebody stop me and say, stop, Lewis, let him talk the way he wants to talk? Kick. Oh, I see. I see. I see. Kick. So let me see what it means. What does it mean? What happens on tour stays on tour, says Mr. Cuff or Steve. That's what it is. It's like watching Dallas. What is like watching Dallas, Julian? Kick, the streaming platform. Where was Kick? Go on Kick, Lewis. Period. It's more relaxed and easier to earn money. I'm going to write and make a note. Kick. When we go to it, don't kick, Lewis. Please, thank you very much, Lucy. That's how I read it. Don't kick Lewis. Eats, leaves, shoots, leaves. That's why you need pronunciation. This time slot is a sausage fest. 5 p.m. rules. All right, so you know what? Some people demanded that we do this. Some people demanded it, Alan Williams. They said, oh, go on at 10:30. It'll be similar to the GB News time slot. No, you can't, MC. You can't. We can't kick Lewis. He's the host. You got to be nice to me. I'm sensitive. Also, I'm bloated with 3 ice creams, 1 Sharon fruit, and a big loaf of bread, which I ate the entire thing. And every step of the way, I said, throw it away. And I didn't. Who demanded this at 10:30? I think you did. I think somebody else did. I think, there's been all sorts of polls. It needs to be on later, whatever. So, and I just think to myself, what am I doing all day? I'm doing nothing. I have so much stuff to do. Mostly so much stuff to do. Not pronunciation, punctuation, Joodles. Punctuation. Each peach, pear, plum. Each peach, no. Eat leaves. Eat leaves. What is the other thing? I forgot what it is. I like the 10:30 slot when I can make it. I'm all done for the day and relaxed. Yes, I like it too. Let's eat grandma. Well, humans are actually very nutritious, even the older ones, I would assume. This late show was meant for more sex chat and more relaxed, pervy talk. I mean, maybe you're right. Well, what do you think? What do the girls think? I mean, I'm here to please everybody. Perhaps I was mistaken in thinking 3 streams a day for you is too much, Lewis. I'm now believing you'll smash it. After a while, you get used to it, and then you're strong. So maybe I will smash it. Thank you very much, MC, local in Northampton. Mark the Rosie and Leanne and me said 10 p.m., but as everyone wanted 10:30, democracy wins. And I'm here. Leanne isn't. Oh, yeah, she's probably asleep. Is she asleep? I bet she is. That's right, Kermit. See, Kermit is very helpful. Eats, shoots, and leaves. He eats, shoots, and leaves. That's why you need punctuation, not, oh my God, it's 4 words. Eats, shoots, and leaves, Lewis. This is what you get. You know what? I know I look so young, but I'm old. I forget what I'm talking about. I don't know. Maybe we can call the show the Dementia Hour for Lewis Schaffer. The Stroke Hour. She's probably drowning in that glass of wine. She might be. Steve the Pirate. Hello, Steve. I'm now working in the black economy. I've paid enough tax to the corrupt establishment. Possibly that's true. Okay, thank you very much, Steve Pirate. Thank you very much for coming back. Liquor and poker. Liquor. Oh, I see what that. Cellaire at Ortex. Good to see you. Good to see you again. Patrick Christie on GB News, going up against a real GB News heavyweight, Lewis Schaffer. I guess he is. I mean, what am I supposed to do? What what am I supposed to do? Say you can't do this because this person's on, or this person's on, or this person's on? What do we do? What do we do? I'm sorry, I like these guys. If they asked me on, I wouldn't compete while I'm on. We got 31 people watching. 31 people watching. It says up top there 27, but it's not 27. By Lynn, it's not Lynn Truss, Liz Truss. By Google's that book. Welcome Seller is here. Welcome Pirate is here. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Thank you, Mr. Cuff. 34 in the house. That's pretty good for 10:30. I mean, I've already been made fun of by my friend Russ because it's not millions, but we're approaching millions. Mr. McCluffy, Grange Hill, no. I don't know what that's in reference to, but it sounds like an old English TV show, something like that. Basically, that's what it sounds like. Liquor and Poker by Julian. I find that humorous as well. You know, I mean, I find it humorous as well. Is the light right? Is the light right here? Yes, it's indeed an old TV show. Yes. It was Mr. McCluskey. Living for Today. Welcome back. Living for Today. Evening all. So let's say hello to Living for Today. What did we say Living for Today was? Well, she was a girl. She was a girl. You're a girl. Are you a girl living for today? I don't know. We've been talking very dirty. That's why I wanted to check to see if you were a girl. Because we've been a bit dirty because we've got a 20-year-old here. He just wants to talk about sex. And because it goes, maybe it's the same feeling you have if you have sex. I don't know. Keith Bexley. And yeah, aye, that's her. Yes. Is Living for Today a girl? We think he's 20. We do think he's 20. He acts like he's 12, but we think he's 20. We think he's 20. I think he means well. Does he mean well? Do you think FM Ghost means well? I think he does. I'd like to believe he does. You know, at least he's not breaking up the show by telling people to vote Labor. That's really bad. Indeed, I'm 54 years old and perfectly formed. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? You made a mistake by mentioning that, Living for Today, because now I'm going to write that down next to your name here. Living for Today. And I believe, okay, she's 54. And I'm going to put a star. Perfectly formed. So young, really young. Hey, Lewis, bring back headliners to do something similar. Current GB replacement just doesn't seem to do the job and is as funny as a boil on the bum. Says, Philmon, you, caca. Philemon, you caca. Philemon, you caca. Well, welcome to the show. Where are you from? Are you fat? Have you been here before? Philemon, you caca. Philemon, you caca. Yeah. Lucy says that Ghost might be a pensioner with a trans age fetish. He wants to be young. But doesn't everybody old want to be young? I want to be young myself. I want to be young. I want to be 17. Forever young. May we be forever young. Philemon Ukaka, you're from Botswana. And yes, follow you. Well, thank you very much. Are you really from Botswana? Well, that's brilliant. That's really brilliant. He means well, says Mark DeRosa, and he just wants material to work. How can you get material from, think about that? You get a magazine, you go online or whatever it is. Hey, Lewis, Headliners is not coming back, and I'm not on Headliners. Or maybe it is coming back, but I'm not on it. He means well. He just wants material to something off to. But yes, least he's not telling us to vote Labor because that is disruptive. Ha ha. That's what Mark Therosian says. Yes, it's disruptive. And it's so boring. And the left are the most boring people in the world. So boring, so boring. I know you never hear anything new out of the left person. You ever think, oh, wow, I hadn't thought about that, how to solve that problem. You never hear that. I no longer believe he's 20, Lucy. Well, you think he's younger than 20, Joodles? Is that what you're saying? Younger than 20? Is that what you're saying? But I just missed my train of thought. Really, Joodles? I saw you dancing, Lewis. I think you should. Something's happened here. Something's happened. Something's happened. I don't know where I am. Oh, we were at 32. All right, let me just go back on track here. Let's talk about Sex Baby. Let's talk about You and Me. Okay, what song is that? Let's talk about, is that a whatchamacallit, a Wham song, or whoever was, the guy was in Wham. I saw you dancing, Julian says, and I think you should sign up to Strictly. It was funny. It was funny. Mark DeRosian is laughing at Lucy, which is lovely. Philemon Umkaka is from Botswana. Is that where you're really from, Philemon? Philemon. Oh, you did? Okay. Well, what was he saying? Was he embarrassed? I didn't see him there, Umkaka. Umkaka. No, that wasn't for you, Umkaka. That could be perceived that way. It could be perceived that. I got a message. It could be perceived that way. Lewis sounds like inverted, pretending to be an adult and talking to older people. How come I didn't see that then? Maybe that should have been in quotation marks. But how come I didn't see that? I'd wager and establish. Supposedly we had a troll, but Kermit has done a good job in blocking him. So a round of applause for Kermit. Thank you. We could turn age verification on just to be sure. We could do that. I mean, I don't know. That's an interesting point. That's a very interesting point, I think. Or age verification. Ordex comes in. Celer, that means speed and bravery, which is what I call my pee-pee. We got oh dear, we've got a troll. Who is the troll? I don't see it. How come I don't see it? Because I've blocked it on my thing? Is that why? You guys can see it? Now I don't understand. I thought I blocked it for everybody, but I must not have blocked it for anybody. When's your next stand-up? I don't know, Denise. That's a really good question. Sarawi. I don't know where that is. We're currently on planet Earth. Steve Pirate says, people think my dad has dementia, but it's hard to tell because he is a compulsive liar. Yeah, maybe I'm a liar. Maybe this is the way I get ahead, by telling people stuff. We are all over the place. Where Serense Khama was from, the first president of Botswana. I always get them mixed up, Lucy. Isn't it amazing? Because of the internet, you could talk to anybody anywhere. It's really brilliant. You couldn't have done this years ago. If you turn on age verification, you will endanger everyone's documents. Please don't do that. Just let him be or dismiss him, says Gnome Hunter. Okay. You may have blocked it just for you. Okay, well, that's bad, because I haven't seen him at all. So he's not communicating with me. Lewis, I've been told it doesn't prevent cancer. It just means in order to do what you want to do, ghost, it means you're very energetic. And if you're energetic, you're probably not fat. And if you're not fat, you're probably not going to get cancer as much. That's what I believe. Poor Lewis can't even eat once a month because of his diet. That's not true. I deny that. It's for other reasons. Steve Pirate says, you're not a liar, Lewis. Your words have the ring of truth. But are they truthful? The ring of truth. It prevents prostate cancer. Who says? Have they done a study? Have they locked people in a room and said, go do this 21 times a month or more? Okay? Have they done that? They haven't done any of those studies. They're just empirical, they're epidemiological studies. Kermit, we don't know if that happens. We do not know. AI is prone to deform one's hands. Not just any cancer, prostate cancer. Maybe it's true. But how do they test that out? We don't know how they test it out. Do we know that? We don't know that. You wouldn't need to lock me in a room to do that, Mark Therusian. No. Well, you could just do your pelvic floor instead. But what is a pelvic floor? What does that mean, Carmen? Can you not be that dirty? You have to help moderate this thing. You have to be on your best behavior. Who's been blocked? What was the name of the guy that was blocked, Kermit? Because I might have blocked them. I put him on a 24-hour block. Obesity linked to cancer. Yeah, you wonder why obesity is linked to cancer? Because every cancer cell is fed by glucose. And so if you have too much glucose, you're probably fat. Fat. It's not dirty, it's medical. I don't trust you. High carbs cause obesity, and high carbs cause cancer. That's why they're totally related. It was vote Labor. I blocked him yesterday, or earlier today. I was typing exactly that, Kermit. Joodles is paying attention. Yeah. What about obesity linked to cancer? Don't be fat, and your chance of getting cancer will go way down. Don't eat carbs, and glucose, which is a form of sugar, and carbs are sugars. It was vote Labor. I mean, I don't see him on the other site here. I mean, I would block him. I would block him if I could. Vote Labor he was blocked. He was blocked. I see him there. We now have 34 people in the group. So that's really good. That's really good. I hope it's good. I think it's really good. Labor was a knob. Yeah, he was a knob. I mean, you could be. Oh, here we go. Medical Tomb. You know what? I'm gonna block him too. I'm gonna block him. I told him I don't want to hear about the Greek things. I'm sorry, I don't want to hear about it. The Greeks, whatever. I don't want to hear about it. How come the longest I can block him for? He's got a timeout duration. I mean, has he been blocked? Pelvic floor exercises help with the dribble for older men too. It's like squeezing to stop yourself from peeing, then extending to holding a poo. Let me just say this. That's just a timeout. So what do I do? What do I do? Kermit, what do I press it on? Channel activity, go to channel, hide user on this channel. How about that? The user's messages will be hidden. I just did that. Is that what I should do? Was hidden by Lewis Schaffer. I just eat pumpkin seeds. It helps me. No, I don't think it's good for you. Oh, you unhidden him. Okay, well, why are you unhiding him? And what could I do? We've got 24 people like the stream. Can you guys? Now it's 33. It's 33. Every day's a school day, Kermit. Yeah, let's learn tantric sex thoughts. I mean, it sounds great, tantric sex, but you got to like the person a lot. And after a man finalizes whatever, I just want to run. That's all I want to do, and then I'll come back, but I want to run. Yeah, Sting was a practitioner of tantric sex, and still is. He divorced his wife. I was trying to make him reappear so that I had more options, but I couldn't. Maybe I have to make him reappear. Okay, I'm going to make him reappear. Okay? If I can. I can't make him reappear. Maybe we're stuck. Maybe we'll have to do this tomorrow. Okay. Lewis, we need to invade Troy now. Well, that's what they're saying. That's what the guy was saying. That's what MediaTube was saying. He was like obsessed with the Greeks invading Turkey. There is only 10.5 million Greeks. And how many of them are living in Greece? Joodles, here we go. Sting, or does it say string? It says String and Trudel divorced. Not Sting. You mean Sting. Thought they were the world's leading love gurus. Eventually you get bored. I'm sorry. You know that happens. You get bored. Show me the most beautiful woman in the world, Joodles, and I'll show you at least one man who's bored of being with her. That unfortunately happens. Temu have loads of ads for sex toys. Vatanai. Vatanai is here. Welcome, Vatanai. Yeah, you definitely don't need to be eating pumpkin seeds, FM, if you're shagging pillows. Yeah. Oh, that sounds so sad. That's really sad. Mark the Rosian. Claire C. is the Lewis leading love guru. Yes, she loves me. She loves me. But there are other women here who also love me, but they're not as openly obvious. Edging for hours sounds like torture to me. What is edging? What is edging? I don't even know what that is. I don't know what that is. Vatanai. McCuff goes, Vatanai. Is that a wave or a clap or whatever that is? Is it a fat pillow? I hope I'm not that fat tomorrow. I hope I'm not. I hope I'm not. I was 77.6 today. I hope I'm not fat tomorrow. Lewis, what are you saying? Well, hello, charming. What is charming? That's just what is charming, Lucy? Who are you speaking to? Are you speaking to me? Or who are you speaking to? No one knows who you're speaking to, Lucy, so why even speak? It's not even passive aggressive because it's just free floating words that people don't know. It's going almost to the point of no return, Lewis. We're going to end the show shortly, before 12. Lewis, have you ever used a pillow and had a little, everybody's done the exact same thing. You feel a bit lonely. Even girls feel lonely. They want a guy. They want the absolute right guy. Guys press right. I think it's right on 65% of all Tinder matches, and girls only 5%. They're pickier than us. Edging is when you intentionally prevent yourself from finishing. Thank you, AC. Arthur Miller from Pennsylvania. When you intentionally... I'm at the age now, I don't even want to talk about it because it's, I don't want to talk about it. When you're young, you've got to actually prevent yourself. When you're old, you've got to focus. Basically, it's much harder work. I've never used a pillow, Mark says. I just went out or nudged the girl next to me. What does that mean, nudge? The girls do that too. I don't know if they do that. Nudging. I'm learning all these words. Nudging. Tribbling. Is it tribbling? Is that a word that I've learned recently? Edging. but you do it almost to the point of no return and then trying to stay there. Lewis. Well, I don't want to discuss this. Lewis, if I was talking to someone else, I'd mention their name. So this is basically our discussion, Lucy. And then you wonder why I like you so much, Lucy. Because we're sitting here talking to each other. Maybe that's why. I've been to Turkey once and accidentally stepped on the grave of St. John the Evangelist. People were more relaxed back then. Where was he buried? In Turkey. Turkey used to be a Christian country, and then Islam took over. England used to be a Christian country. Lorna said she would send her knickers. She would send her knickers on Discord, but she disappeared. Send her knickers or to you, or sell them. Send them on. Can you do that? Can you sell stuff like that on Discord? I'm thinking, let me ask you a question, people. What do I do with all the stuff in my flat? Who would like to buy stuff in my flat? Could we actually do that? Would it be, maybe you could see something you like? Maybe you could see something, whatever. I don't know. Are you saying the women here are all mouth and words? FM Go, says Mark DeRosian. Correction, is that Turkey used to be... Is that correction? Period. Capital. Is that Turkey used to be many Christian countries, and the Turkic nomads arrived from the steppes? Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I mean, Lebanon was a Christian country, and Israel was a Christian country, I guess, at one time. Syria, there were lots of Christians there. Turkey was Christian. Syria used to be Christian. Lebanon, as I just said, used to be Christian. Birmingham, Bradford, Leeds used to be Christian. Yeah. Yes, exactly right. Girl from Mars. Is Girl from Mars here? I didn't see her come in. Hello, Girl from Mars. A cop stole a woman's knickers while searching her home. He went to his home and sniffed it, and obviously that stuff can happen. Just the idea of stealing somebody else's stuff can be quite an aphrodisiacal thing. Yes, I've enjoyed much FS, says MC, or local in Nottingham, in Northampton. Who could think of any other ethno-national conflicts to bring up, to bring the tone down? Thank you, Vatnai. Well, we're not talking about Greece and Turkey. It's all Islam here as soon as you walk out the front door. Where are you again, Steve Pirate? I forget where you are. That's for the world. There's now 2 million people in the world, and they're blaming 15 million Jews. 15 million Jews. 10% of 2 billion is 200 million. 1% is 20 million. So basically... Wait, hold on a second. So if there are 2 billion, 10% of that, 10% of 2 billion is 200 million, right? Is 200 million. 1% is 20 million. So it's less than 1%. They think, I'm not going to discuss it. The whole estate where I grew up has become Muslim. Where did you grow up? Wales. In Wales. Okay. Yeah. Labor wanted this to happen. It's not that they let it happen, but they wanted it to happen. Yeah, I'm growing a state. Yeah, it's happening here in this part where I live here. And it happens fast. It's like they say, when there's major change, it happens really slowly, then all at once. I think that was Ernest Hemingway said it. It's like when you go bankrupt. You think you're all right. You think you're all right. You think you're all right. Oh my God. Oh my God. 1% of Muslims is 33% more. That's actually right, Seller Ortex. Is 1% is more than 33% of the Jewish people. That's true. That is breathtakingly true. 1%. That's brilliant. Yes. And well, I appreciate you doing stuff like that. They have illegal immigrants in Israel. Jews organize that too. Yeah, and they kicked them out, I've heard. Yeah. There are needs in every country that rich people have. You know, was it organized in this country to basically take over the country by Jews? I don't think so, but maybe it was. Andrew, whatever, and posted an interesting video on X about the motivation for the madness, worth considering. Though I'm not a fan. I think I saw that. Let me make a note of that. Andrew, I'm not going to mention what his last name is, but it's similar to a museum. It was similar to 2 museums in London and a bit of sugar. And it's like a video on X. The Grand Ex-Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. Yeah, now how many men do they have? They don't have any men. We need more men. Philemon Umkaka says Jews are not organizing it. If they were, it'd be better done. Yeah, well, that's what's great about being a Jew. You think the Jews are super competent, and that's what people used to think about me. That's why they were so disappointed. They looked at me and they said, oh, this guy must know what he's doing. But do I know what I'm doing? No, I don't know what I'm doing. But you think, oh, he must know what he's doing. He must know what I'm doing, but I don't know what I'm doing. Andrew Lyle, very funny. Celer and Ortex. Ordax. It means fast and brave. The Grand Ex-Duke of York, he had 10,000 men and more than a few schoolgirls. And that's so dirty. But it is funny. That is funny. I think what we have here, we got a training ground for a comedy club. Kermit is, who are you laughing at, Kermit? Who are you laughing at? Because that was really, really funny. That was really, really funny. I think what Seller and Ordax said, which was quite brilliant actually, which is the total number, 1% of Muslims is 33% larger than the total number of Jews. If you count them all as Jews, just because their parents are Jews, that doesn't mean that they're all Jews, whatever. Can we go and like the thing? Can we befriend? When we go on to whatchamacallit on Discord? Can we make a contribution to the stream? This is the ad part of the show. I'm not very good at this, but it would help a lot. Okay. Can we go to Ko-fi, ko-fi.com/Lewis Schaffer and buy the stream a cup of coffee. The stream needs a cup of coffee. Art Miller says, if you want more Jews in the world, make it easier to convert. It's the hardest club to get into as religions go. Yeah, because it's not worth it. Honestly, it's not worth it to be a Jew. There are certain times you think, oh, this is amazing. And then other times you go, this is not worth it. I don't want to die. That's what I'm thinking about now. I don't want to die. You'd be better off to not be a Jew. That's what makes it so hard. And also, you want to make sure who's on your team. There are so many people who say, oh, I'm on your team, but they're not really on your team. Whatever happened to light entertainment? I know it's not. I'm heavy. Am I heavy? Are you heavy? I think you got to be heavy. This is a heavy, heavy time. And we're getting through it. We're being diversional. Most of the people have been here the entire show. Whatever, stream. We're not calling it a show. And this is a diversion. We've spent about 3 hours being diverted from this? Is he giving up all of his titles? Kermit, the whatchamacallit. They don't really want people to join. They don't. They don't. We gotta split the billion. I'd have to split my billions with somebody else. I don't want to. I want to keep it all to myself. The billions that I've made from YouTube. Then they stopped. Okay, thanks, Kermit says to Lucy. He asked if he was still a royal or not. Was that me? Anyway, you ain't heavy, Lewis, says MC. MC Medical Cannabis. You're my go-to comedian, rock actor, streamer, and entrepreneur. It sounds better. That sounds good. Thank you very much. I'm smiling. Thank you, MC. Thank you, local in Northampton. Andrew Gold, Sonia Paulton, ex-copper John Widger, loads of dirt about Andrew. Well, I mean, it's not the, yeah. I mean, I don't like the guy, but I mean, really, he doesn't seem like he's that bright, number one. Number two, to be second to the king, you know, they're all horrible. We shouldn't have a royal family. Then you wouldn't care what he does. The people care about some guy's uncle. No, they don't. Or younger brother. They don't care. Why do they care? Anyway, so let's just say goodbye to everybody. FM Ghost, something good is going to happen to you. Thank you, Ruben and AC Miller. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for coming in. Thank you, Joodles and MC Medical Cannabis. Thank you, Mark Therosian, Julian, Mr. Cuff, Steve Cuff, fantastic. Joodles, my lovely Joodles. Lucy, beautiful Lucy, lovely Lucy. Gnome Hunter, Ron Smith, thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming in. Philemon Umkaka, thank you very much. Press the subscribe button so you get notified of this, so you can come back. We want you to come back along with Julian. Thank you for coming back again. I appreciate it. Denise Briscoe, thank you amazingly. And Steve Pirate all the way from Wales. Fantastic. Ruben, I'm going to say it again. Kermit, who's a tremendous help to us. To me, maybe not to you, but if it's a help to me, it means we have less crazy moments of panic, which I had a bit today, but they're getting less and less, the panics, and they're getting easier to solve, right? Joodles laughed out loud when she called him String instead of Sting. Vatanai, always good to see. Always good to see. Brilliant. Brilliant. I think that's pretty much everybody. If I haven't mentioned your name, tell me now and I'll mention your name. Not just mention your name, I'll actually say it's FM Ghost. It's really good to see you. Really, really good to see you. Steve Pirate, he's from Swansea. He's from Swansea. Is that really in Wales? I'm not so sure. I did a gig in Swansea with Andrew Lawrence, and that was brilliant. That was really brilliant. Okay. Let's see what else. That's Celer and Ortex. I almost forgot about Celer and Ordax. Brilliant. That 1% of Muslims are a larger number than a 33% larger than all Jews in the world. 1%. 1%. And it's whatever. Marie Antoinette, hi there from Garza. Where is Garza? Thank you, Marie Antoinette. I do appreciate you coming, but we're ending the show right now. We're ending the show. You'll have to come back tomorrow at 10 o'clock, Saturday night. Come back tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Sorry. Maria, a round of applause for Maria for coming. For being on the show. Is that it? Have I forgotten anybody else? Have I forgotten anybody else? What I'm going to do is I'm not going to end the stream immediately, but I will end it in after 1 minute. So you have a chance right now to speak your piece. You can go to Discord, Kermit. What happened to Prince Andrew today? I didn't even know. That's a good point. Okay, so we'll see you. Thank you very much. Thank you, FM Ghost. You're allowed to go, and right there, Kermit put down the Discord links. So let's go with the Discord links. Gascoigne Garza is Gascoigne. Paul Gascoigne Garza. No, that's Garza. Garza. Okay, Selaire. Okay. So let's say goodbye to everybody. I'm waving goodbye. Can you say goodbye to me? Can you say goodbye to me? Please say goodbye. Goodbye. People are laughing at the Paul Gascoigne thing. That's a French name. So we'll see you tomorrow at 5:00. We'll see you tomorrow at 5. That's all we can say. Tomorrow at 5. I don't know if I'm going to do my lunchtime thing. I probably won't. But I probably won't. But I'll see you at 5. And I love you. You've brightened my world. I hope I brightened. I don't know if I hope I haven't brought you down too much. I do appreciate, and if I haven't brightened your world, I appreciate you giving me a little bit of brightness. That means a lot to me. Okay, I'm saying goodbye. Ending the stream tomorrow at 5:00.